you hold on?
Just to, yeah. Ready? Okay. So anyway, I was saying this isn't the special town meeting that starts at 6:30. This is a special emergency select board meeting. So just to clarify, in case anyone had a question, roll call to determine quorum. Please say that you're here, and I call your name. Peter Walker, here. Steve Conant, here. Lisa Miller, here. We're not going to go over old business or committee updates for the sake of time, so that we can be ready for the special town meeting that is going to follow. So basically, we just have 2 items on this agenda. One is to discuss warrant article, actually that would be included in the next special town meeting that we would have, to clarify what was Article 16 from the March 7th town meeting, to rework that so that we can hopefully get all these kinks worked out as far as being able to pay our bills and not have to keep having town. Okay. Who would like to start? Anybody? Okay. Okay, so we have the draft that Dina circulated with the new language. I sent that off to MMA Legal, and Sarah from there commented back with just some things that she would like to see changed in the article for clarification. Overall, I felt like she thought that it was good, just that we need to clarify things to make absolutely sure that there's no misunderstandings in what we're trying to do here. So, the first part, so I'll just read what we're working on so that you all can see. It would be Article number 1, possibly, to see if the town will vote to amend Article 16 from the March 7, 2026 annual town meeting to read as follows. To see if the town will vote to establish the following restrictions on expenditures. And there's no numbers here, but the first part is no single expenditure or commitment to make a single expenditure exceeding $10,000 shall be made from the reserve fund unless such expenditure is specifically approved by the town, either in annual town meeting or a special town meeting. So I thought maybe we could just take, there's 4 different parts to that, just take one at a time.
Sure.
If that's okay.
So I saw her email, and although she wanted some, the comment here that applies would be her comment, I think, about the reserve fund. And I think she is correct. We can double check with Colleen, but that it's not just one reserve fund. We have more than one reserve fund. So I would recommend that we switch that from the reserve fund to any reserve fund, so that we're clear. I think any reserve fund is fine. So
Okay.
that's the
And
only
that
change.
would make that referral to
Yeah, that's the only change I would suggest.
And Colleen, I did have a quick question, because I was looking at, through the workbook at the different reserve funds. So we have the public safety and public works, they both have an equipment reserve fund. But then there's capital building improvement funds for public safety, public works, transfer station, and just under general government. Are those also considered reserve funds?
Yes.
Okay, all right. But those were the only ones that I didn't see. Am I correct?
Yes. And for my information, am I correct in understanding all those reserve funds that Lisa just mentioned? They are state mandated, is what I understand. Okay. There are certain, as I understand, there's state mandated reserve funds to be created for municipalities. And I believe the equipment, the reserve maintenance and all that. And then there, of course, the town can create certain ones like the cemetery. But there are certain ones, the ones that she just mentioned, I believe are state mandated, and they have rules that go how to use it. I'm just letting you know what I understand.
Okay. Good. Any other comments on that first section? All right. The second little section, expenditures shall be deemed specifically approved by the town if described in the budgetary breakdown included in the annual report for an approved annual budget. So her comment from MMA Legal. Trying to find where she wrote it.
It's just quite generic on this one.
Yeah. I don't actually see any specific
Yeah.
comment about that part of it.
I agree.
Move on. Multiple installment payments for a single item or service, or for substantially related items or services, shall be deemed as a single expenditure.
That's the way we were treating it.
I think this is just for clarification.
Can't stage,
And
right?
yeah, I'm sorry?
Can't stage payments.
Yes, yes, I mean, like, for example, if we were supposed to get a trailer, you can't break it for, you can't break it up for, get the wheels and then the bed,
Yeah, exactly.
you know, so,
Right.
yeah.
Staging.
And I think that even though she did make a comment, that she would make it crystal clear that they're considered a single expenditure, I do feel that that's very clear.
I agree.
I
Okay.
think we
I
can
think
make
Chelsea
it clear
would
too
know.
as we discuss it, when it's brought up for discussion.
Mhm.
And when the article is brought up, we can speak to what the intent is.
Sure.
Mhm. Okay. And then the last part, when determining whether an expenditure exceeds the $10,000 threshold requiring town approval hereunder, charitable contributions designated for and used towards such expenditure shall be deducted from the total. Which
This,
I think
yeah,
is.
this I think came about, I thought about this coming about in last meeting, especially with Rick's, the radios.
Yes.
That if there is, we never made it clear if this expenditure is supposed to be 15,000,
Mhm.
and then that 8,000 is covered by charitable contribution, then it's actually lower. So it shouldn't count as over 10,000.
No, I think that's good. And I think that would take care of anything else that could come up.
Yeah.
If they got the grant for it. Well, that was very quick. Any other comments about that?
No?
Beautiful. All right, and then the second item that we did
We
put
should
on.
take a
Oh,
vote.
sorry.
You want to take a vote?
Oh, sure. Okay. I have a motion to accept these changes to this article for the next special town meeting
As presented.
as
As
presented.
presented. Yep. Motions. So moved.
I second that.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Is it fair to, since we have something to explain what we're doing?
Sure.
So,
I'm fine with it.
for those, I think everybody's aware, we kind of hosed ourselves by putting in an article that didn't specify that it was meant to be for reserve funds, about the $10,000 expenditure. So now we're trying to correct that. And the reason we're here tonight is we have to get town approval to spend $10,000 to pay bills that we have to pay anyway, which are already earmarked in the budget. So that's tonight's meeting. And then the next, we will have to have another special town meeting to basically change what we did in the original town meeting to put the correct intent in place. The intent, and it's never been written anywhere, surprise to us. The intent has been, because we've always done it this way, that if reserve funds are used for a big expense, then it goes before the town. So only reserve funds, not people who own a budget. So not things that are within the normal budgeted line items, I should say. So that's what the next step will be. There'll be another special town meeting, unfortunately. But it's what we need to do because the town people voted to basically say anything over $10,000 needed approval. Done deal.
Actually, we could make a date for the
Yes.
special town meeting here. So if this is the only article where
Right.
Only
we're
one
agreed,
article.
and then we should get, so make sure we get it done. Do we want to, I was thinking that the special town meeting, when will, right?
For the school budget, are you thinking that too?
Like,
Yes.
so we don't have too many of these, it's not necessary.
So the vote for the school budget is the 9th. How soon would we know what the quarterly payments will be, or monthly payments, excuse me? Is that what you were thinking?
I was thinking that because tonight we've already included the
Yes.
town for the couple of them, couple of the payments.
Yep,
Maybe the next meeting we will meet is after July.
yes, because that's when the new school year starts, is July 1st.
Yeah, when do you think you'll need another?
Skip the budget, so sometimes the end of July, sometimes August.
We have, do you have any other payment? The latest payment on the warrant tonight is in October, actually. Are you covered up to October?
No, because
Not
we,
for school, because you
just, right.
you think
For the
July
school.
was the last one, right?
Okay,
Mhm, We're
gotcha.
covered through July.
Okay, so in July
Well,
or
if
after?
we meet and it's approved, then we don't need to meet again.
Right, we did that.
No, but she will still need approval for payments after July.
But if we meet before we get that, so if we meet in July,
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying, July, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
or June, for that matter.
yeah. It's June's like right now, right,
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah,
So if we can just schedule it and the town agrees, if the vote is approved, then we don't have to meet again.
right,
Then,
right,
then we can just pay.
right, exactly. So
So
I'm
the
just
sooner
saying,
the better.
okay, yeah, that's fine.
I know you're traveling for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, so whenever you guys are, yeah. Because the next select board meeting is June
The
23rd.
23rd.
So,
And that's close to the time we're going to be returning.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
Do we want to just do it like this again and get it done that night?
Okay, but I feel like the June 23rd select board meeting, we might have more things to talk about because it's going to be a month from now. Usually.
Well, I meant like, we could do the town meeting first, and then select board meeting after, or would you rather do it a different night? It's fine.
Oh, sure.
Same time, same.
Okay, you want to do the town meeting first and then do the select board meeting?
Yeah, if that
Yeah,
seems reasonable.
okay,
And then,
okay,
then if people want to stay for the select board meeting,
Sure.
they can.
okay,
And if they want to
Yeah.
leave,
sounds good.
they can walk back.
All right. So Tuesday.
Do you want to have it at, what time is this? Is 5:30, right?
Yeah, you want to do 5:30 for the town meeting?
I was thinking it might be a little bit early. 6 o'clock?
Okay, and then ours is going to be 7:30. We're gonna stay late that night because it's going to be a lot on the agenda. I think, but I don't know.
Well, I think that the meeting should be very short, the special town meeting, if we only
Right,
have
but
one.
if you have it at 6 o'clock,
Yeah.
we're going to start at like 7 or
Mhm.
6:30, but it could go for
Mhm.
a couple hours. I don't know. If you prefer to do that.
I think we just knock it out.
What?
Okay, so we'll say 6 PM then?
Yeah, 6 p.m. for the town
It
meeting.
allows anyone who wants to attend, it's working, and time to get that.
Okay.
Oops. And then the select board meeting, we'll just say starts at 7 that night. Okay. All right, and next and final new business on the agenda is concerning testing our water supply out here that the public can use for PFAS, whether that's required or not. And Dina did send an inquiry to MMA Legal. I saw that came back today.
So the background here is the state has a requirement for public water supplies to have PFAS testing as well. Not that we've had any plastics plants here in the town, but with the Dina's research with MMA, it's really meant to be for water supplies that are feeding, public water. Not what we have here, and when anyone's welcome to take off the taps on the outside, they deem more like a spring. You go up the road and take water out of a spring, and that doesn't require the PFAS testing. We do water testing. Do we do it every year?
We haven't done it
No.
every year, but we did do it last year because of the drought. And we'll probably, I would say we should probably do it again this year because we're right now in the same situation. So that people's wells are dry.
So we already do the water testing. The water testing is about $170, $180. But that does not include PFAS. And if I remember correctly,
It's around $500.
yeah, PFAS is expensive. So the question is, do we test for PFAS? If we were Rochester, New York, if we were Milwaukee, I would think we'd want to, but we're the town of Weld. There haven't been plastics plants here.
Are we required to by law?
No,
No?
no, because that water supply, we're not feeding the people we're not pushing water into your house. I think the definition was what, 25?
25 year-round resident. So it's a public community water system that serves at least 15 services connections used by year-round residents or regularly serves at least 25 year-round residents. Ours is, people, they don't even have, people don't know it's there. We're not required to publicize it or anything like that, but people should be able to get water from it. But it's more of a roadside spring, and we don't have to get PFAS tested. Of course, if we wanted to, we could. But, at this point, I feel like it's an extra expense that our county town doesn't need at the moment. We can almost reconsider.
Make a motion that we don't test it.
I'll second it.
Okay. I don't think that's great. Okay. I agree. No testing necessary.
A couple of years ago, I had the S-curve spring tested, and it only cost $75.
For PFAS?
No, it wasn't PFAS, I didn't
Oh.
test for
That's
that.
regular water
But
testing.
it was just regular water tests like I have to have in my kitchen.
Yeah, we get that test. We get our water tested.
I got a lot.
She got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I did a lot of testing, we only did.
Yeah. But this is specifically for PFAS.
Oh,
And it would cost $500 or
Wow.
less, right? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Does anyone have any other miscellaneous items that you want to bring up this evening?
You have a motion to do that?
Oh, I thought you made a
You
motion.
can name them.
I did, but did we vote?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't have anything.
I can add that we can always, if we're going to do water testing again this year, it can't hurt to ask how much it would cost to add PFAS.
Yeah.
If what the state published said 500, it might be that this company does it for 50, who knows? They're already charging us 180, so maybe it's just something else that they can, it's another blood test. So we have 40 minutes before special town meeting.
Well, then did I
Somebody
have
send out pizza?
You should adjourn.
motion to adjourn?
Second.
All of it.